Hello there, welcome once again to Living on Purpose, and this is Fola Adelesi, also known as Fola Speaks. Today, I'll be talking to you about mentoring for clarity. I recently did a video on mentoring for speed. I also did another video on mentoring for wisdom, but this time around I want to talk about mentoring for clarity. There are certain things that seem so clear, but when you get on those projects, or when you get on that vision, or when you try to start achieving that goal, you realize that you don't have as much clarity as you thought you should have. So one of the main reasons you should have a mentor is for the purpose of clarity. You know, you can come up with an idea and you think that the idea is good, the idea is brilliant, and you think you have everything figured out. Then your mentor tells you, present this idea to me, or pitch this idea to me, and you start talking, you realize that you begin to stutter. You can't say it clearly anymore. Then things are missing. Sometimes your mentor doesn't even have to say anything. Just by trying to present the idea, pitch the business idea, or whatever project you're working on, you're just trying to explain it, you notice that you're struggling to explain that thing. The moment you start struggling to explain something, you realize that you don't have clarity. In some other cases, you know you're confused, you don't need anybody to tell you. So one of the reasons you can go to another person that serves as a mentor is to gain clarity. It could be clarity regarding marital issues, it could be clarity regarding a business decision, a financial decision, a decision about your children, a decision about your project, a decision about finances. There are so many things that we need clarity on in this life. So it's so important that you have a mentor who can help you gain clarity. And if you don't have these kinds of mentor, you try as much as possible to figure things out. Look, the reality is there are certain things you can't figure out on your own. There are certain things you cannot figure out amongst your peers. There are certain things you cannot figure out at Harvard Business School. Even if you go to Yale, you go to all the best schools in the world, you will never be able to figure them out on your own. You will not even find some of them on the pages of books, in the internet. It's not there. But you need someone who has experienced some of these situations to give you clarity on them. So it's important to have a mentor for the purpose of clarity. Sometimes some mentors can share certain things with you, and what they have shared with you gives you clear direction for the rest of your life. Sometimes you will meet some people and just 5 minutes of their time is all you need. You don't need to meet them again for the rest of your life or for the rest of their lives. But what they will say to you in 5 minutes, if you stick to it, if you remember it, it will give you, it could be a principle that is just applicable to almost anything in life. So you need clarity, and you need a mentor for the purpose of clarity. There are certain things I've tried to do, and I'm wondering what is happening. With the aid of a mentor, I've been able to gain clarity in that regard. If you're a young person in school, you need clarity. If you're an adult in your career, you need clarity. Sometimes you want to make a move, and the move looks like the best move ever. But a mentor who has been in the industry understands that that move you're about to make looks like a good move, but it will backfire very soon. Without the mentor, there are some things that you may find difficult. You just may not get the clarity that you need. And trust me, there are quite a number of issues that look clear, but they just are not clear. It's until you get into them that you realize that they are not as clear as you thought they were. So on this note, I have some clarity to offer you based on the articles available on my blog. Please head on to www.foladaniel.com. Also, you can check YouTube at Fola Speaks and my other social media platforms. Thank you for listening.